Trying to rebuild a power steering pump for a 1970 Road Runner. You get to go with this with me. It's a federal pump. It's got the wrong bracket on it. Order the right one. I'm going to disassemble it. We're going to clean it, and we're going to see what it looks like on the inside. This did work at one time, so hopefully it's not too bad. Alright, here's a note for you all. When it comes to taking this out, put it in a vise, compress it with a socket, and pop this out. Just get underneath the corner of it or a piece of it and it'll come out. Didn't see that one coming. It's not real hard, but... Cream puff! Oh my God, really, George? Let's throw this in the parts cleaner, see if it'll soften up and come apart. Okay. There it is. As clean as I can get it. It's got about, I don't know, 50 years of Egyptian mud on it, so this is it. This is what I got. I'm going to put it together, see how it goes. I assume the first thing is put a seal in it. See the pin. All right, there you go. very tight fit, very tight. This has to go notch where the pin is. And let me tell you, it is very, very tight fit. There. Should fall on its own way. Just gotta go like that. Got it. Go. Stay, sweetheart. Do this easier than I thought they would. You know, it's making stuff more complicated. Get out of the way. So. All right. Believe it or not, that should go in relatively easy. Hey, I get it. Line it, right? Mark the housing where the pin sits. And I mark where the pin goes into here. It's less of a screw up. I won't be binding on things and breaking today. Tomorrow maybe. Right now. Let's see, that's it right there. Yep, that was it. Right in. You can see this, I should have showed you the rollers and all before. But the rollers go in between gears. There you can see that. Nope, you can't. And it turns. So, there's that. And you got the spring and the last O-ring. I'll give you a decent video on it because they're tricky. Why prices went the way they went, I don't know. But yeah, when I took this apart, I had to put it in a vise and smash that down and get it apart. Up. I'm just going to lay it on top of the vise and tap it down. I'll be back. Alright. This was a bit of a nightmare. I'm not going to lie. Getting this out was tricky. I had to keep pushing it down and popping up the valve until this popped out. This O-ring gets so hard that it just will not let this valve release. There goes the spring. God knows where the valve went. There it is. You like cheating the hell out of your stuff, right? Don't force the valve. Don't ever force a valve. They'll just jam up. Things fail due to internal leaks. Let me tell you. Now the trick is get this in without causing a lot of problems. All you can do is hope. Be patient. I didn't force it in. I had to get it past the seal. It's moving free. It didn't take me much to get it past the seal. It looked like I was hitting on it, but I really wasn't. I just got it to the first land. Can still push down on it. I just know how it feels. I can move it. I can move it up and down. That means the valve is moving up and down. To get this out though, that was a nightmare. Would I do this again? Yeah. A lot easier in a transmission at this point. One thing I've learned about power steering pumps, because I have rebuilt other ones in the past, Saginaws, is don't rush. Just make it happen. I'm going to take this over to the base and pop it on. And that pretty much is that. Not much to it. Now I guess the right thing to do is to see if it works. Which we can put fluid in it, spin it with a drill, and see if it spits at me. But I always put power steering fluid where power steering fluid belongs. And I put, let's see what's going to happen here. Move it so y'all can see the mess we're about to make. Hopefully it doesn't get all over the can. But if it does, it's fine. Maybe you can fix that. Yeah, that will. Always one size too big. It works. God damn, that shit got all over me. Well, now y'all know. It's fixed. And you want to know what? It ain't leaking other than it's spitting all over the... Yeah. You think that was funny? Wait till you see me electrocute myself. Now that's funny. And that'll definitely happen because I won't. Power steering pump completed. Now all I'm going to do is clean it off, paint it, and wait for the bracket to show up with the pulley, stick it on the car. Yeah, it's sticking better than I thought it would. Yeah. Here's what I wanted to show you all at the end of this wonderfulness, this escapade. This is a federal pump. I think y'all know what Saginaw looks like. Open any GM, you're going to see a Saginaw. They did have another Saginaw though that had like a long, weird, sort of diamond-shaped spout. But I mean, it doesn't look like this. And what I've learned about pulleys and belts and modifications, the best way to make sure you're going to have success, at least the first time when you put the car together, buy the stock crap. It doesn't look as pretty and may not be as efficient, or may be. But if you want to skip a lot of hassle, because I've bought modified pulley systems, I've played that on Mustangs and some Chevys trying to add stuff. The reality is, unless it's a good pulley system you know works, just put the stock stuff back on, mainly on a first startup. You might, you know, and most of the time it was cheaper for me to buy the stock brackets for this and the stock pulley than it would have been if I went with some kind of fancy system that may or may not work, and I might be fighting for the life of the car that as I own it. So, I mean, you're warned. But other than that, I think I'm done for this. Have a good one. I know this isn't the end result when you all wanted to see with this power steering pump like working and the motor running and all that, and you could see the car go down the road, but that's what it looks like installed. It looks pretty good. It still needs to be completely hooked up. I haven't had a chance to do that. This car's been sitting for at least 5 months now, not running. I probably should do a will it run real quick on it. Still trying to move to Florida. It's just in storage. I haven't had the ability to do what I needed to do. But yeah, that's my 446 pack Road Runner in the state it's in right now. Body is getting worked on still, but engine compartment's done, the wiring's done, the dashboard's done, all that's done, power steering pump's done. New alternator, new everything, new brakes. I just really got to get this car running. I just got to get to Florida to finish it. All right. See you next video.